Another training video. In today's video, we're going to take a look at 3 different dogs in training. 2 of them are young puppies. They're very playful. They have big energy. Bella, the Portuguese water dog, was a very mouthy dog when she came in for training. So we worked a lot in inhibiting her need to use her mouth and bite when she wanted to play. And then we've got Winston, who's a very, very social dog. And what was interesting with Winston is you'll see me put him on place, and he's got to stay on place, and I'm engaging him to play. And he's a very physical dog. He likes to play very, very rough, as many French bulldogs do. So let's take a look at these 3 dogs and see how they're doing. The first 2, like I said, is just going to be me testing them while they're on place and trying to engage them and get them to play and see if they can stay within their boundaries. This is Bella. She's a Portuguese water dog. This is Winston. He's a young French bulldog. What a good dude. You know, this shirt, this was a gift from clients of mine whose dogs I trained last year, Keegan and Anisha. So thanks very much for this really cool shirt and the cool bulldog socks that you gave me. So finally had a chance to wear it today, and here we go. It's in the video. So this is Bella, Portuguese water dog. Very playful, very silly dog. A lot of really nice qualities, but it can be a bit much at times. And so we want to teach the dog to balance things out, and that's how we're using obedience with her, and show you how I can get her to engage even when she's feeling playful and silly. Come on, let's set you up. Good girl. So I just put the bed down for her, getting ready, and she hopped on before I asked her for anything. That's a wonderful sign of engagement when you're training a dog, where they kind of know the protocol, they see it, you haven't asked for anything, they're giving it to you anyways. It means it's gonna be an easy day at the office. Bella, place. Good girl. That is really good. That's good. So Bella wants to play. I'm going to play with her, and she's got to hold her place now. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, okay. All right. One big problem she had was she was very mouthy when she came in for training. All right. And I've worked really hard at teaching her to inhibit the use of her mouth. And you'll see she'll put her mouth on me now and then take it off right away. And she's very, very cautious with that. And if she does get mouthy, I just have to tell her, no bite. Good girl. Hello, Candy. Good girl. Come on, little man. This is Winston. He's a young French bulldog. As you can see, he's a very social, sweet dog, very playful dog. Big, explosive energy. So we're going to take a look at what it's like for him to stay on his place while I torture him by offering him to play. And he's not allowed off his place unless I release him. So if I come to him to play with him on his place, that's fine. If, on the other hand, I'm away from his place, he's not allowed to get off until I release him. Let's take a look and see how he does. So first sign, I didn't ask him to get on his place, I just put the bed down. That's already giving an indication of how cooperative he's going to be and how focused he's going to be. Okay, I love when I see that. I call that volunteering. The minute the dog thinks you want something and he's just like, okay, I'll do it. And to point out, he's only had a week of training so far. I'd like to make something very clear before we go to this portion of the video. You'll see me playing very rough and physical with Winston. That's how he likes to play, as do many French bulldogs. So you'll see me pet him. He likes to have his belly rubbed. Then I'll smack him on the butt. I run around a little bit. He spins around a lot on his place because he's trying to keep tabs on where I am, but he doesn't get off. And that's very, very demanding for him. And he's only been in training for a week. So I'm so proud of this aspect. You're also going to see me do something where I nudge the bed or kick the bed with my foot. He's a very explosive dog. Okay, his energy, he goes from 0 to 100 like that. Don't do this at home with your dogs if you're trying to train them. You might scare your dog. I know what I'm doing with Winston, and I know how he's going to respond to this. It's just going to ramp up his adrenaline, which is what I'm really working on with him, teaching him to stay focused and controlled when he's very adrenalized. So don't go and try this at home with your dogs. Please don't scare your dogs by pushing their beds around or using your feet or whatever. It's got to be done in a very controlled way, okay?
Sit. Good. Winston, place. Good boy. You're so good. You are so good. So you see, he won't get off his boundary. Okay, now today is 1 week that he's been in training. So he's had a fair bit of work, but it's just 1 week. I'm so impressed with this little guy. Nobody. No, good.
Lastly, we're going to take a look at Oreo, who's a husky, and he's very dog reactive, although you won't see that in the video. He's been in training for a little less than a week by the time this video was filmed. I think initially when I filmed him, it might have been 2 or 3 days into training. His owners contacted me mentioning another video from my site with a dog named Passion Fruit, or we just call him Fruit for short. And they said he was very similar to Fruit in terms of how he would react to other dogs. And you can see clearly he wants to work. He wants to be led. He's an easy dog if you know what you're doing with him. And you'll see Winston helping me in this video where I have Winston out to work for me as a distraction dog. And Winston is a great distraction dog because he's very sweet. He's very social. He comes in close, but he's not too pushy. Now, again, don't go trying this at home if you have a reactive dog. A dog may get hurt in the process, or at a minimum, you're going to possibly or very likely create your dog to become more reactive. I'm doing this in a very controlled environment with a dog that I know, with Winston, and I know how Winston's going to behave. So it's a controlled setting, and Oreo's in the hands of a professional trainer. Winston also gets to benefit from this because he needs more exposure to other dogs. He tends to get a little too worked up around other dogs. So it's a win-win because now I've got the right kind of social dog around Oreo as my distraction. And I've got Oreo, who's being just a very easy and controllable dog around Winston. You can see Winston really wants to be around Oreo. He's very, very engaged in whatever Oreo is doing, wherever Oreo is going. But the energy level is relatively calm because I've got Oreo under control. So both dogs are benefiting from this.
Good boy. Yep. Yes. Yeah, come on. That's good. You're so good. Good job. Oreo, sit. Good boy. Okay. So Oreo's very dog reactive. He's been in training for a couple of days. He's a very sweet, playful dog. But he's got a lot of drive. And he's a husky. There's Winston, giving him a hard time. Getting him a little sloppy with his drool bubbles. Oh, Winston. Good job. So look at Oreo's face. Look at him trying to contain himself. Good job. Good job. Good. Oreo, heel. Good. Yes. Yes, you're good. Yeah. Good boy. Very sweet dog and a very willing dog. I know Huskies get a bad rap for being stubborn dogs, and okay, some of them can be, but as you can see clearly, for a dog who's been in training for a couple of days, he's super willing and very easy to handle. Oreo, sit. Good boy. Good boy. So look at the way Oreo looks away from Winston and very often checks with me. What he's doing is showing me, he's pushing me with his eyes to say, you see, I'm not engaging. Right? Most important thing when you're training a dog is focus and cooperation. And he's giving me a load of that already for a couple of days into his program. This is really impressive. Good boy. Good dog. Oreo. Good job. Good. Good boy, Oreo. Good. Here comes trouble. Good job, Oreo. Good. Oreo, heel. Good. Sit. Nice. Heel. Oh, good boy. Good job. Good boy. Sit. Good dog. Good dog. Good. Good boy. Oreo, heel. Bye, Winston. See you later.